hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Cotton is the most widely planted plant used for economic purposes in the world, constituting about 89.9% of economic plantation worldwide. Cotton is grown in warm climates and is thus grown mostly in India, Brazil, and Pakistan. The production of cotton is completely dependent on the demand of the world. Since cotton is used in so many products we use every day, its demand increase goes hand in hand with the rapid increase of world's population. As you can see in the diagram, between 50 and 75% of major consumers, depending on the country of residence, prefer their clothing to be produced from cotton because it is sturdy, insulating, and an overall better quality.
1/3 of a pound or 140 grams of pesticide is used to produce enough cotton for one single t-shirt. 925 gallons or 3,500 liters of water is required to produce a single pound of cotton, which means about 1,100 liters of water, roughly, is used for the production of one t-shirt. 60% of that water used to irrigate cotton is lost to evaporation and poor irrigation practices. The Aral Sea in Russia is practically dried up due to water being diverted for cotton irrigation. Cotton covers roughly 2.5% of the world's cultivated land, yet uses 16% of the world's insecticides, more than any other single crop. Large amounts of water is used, which causes soil salination and hence a degradation of soil fertility. It contributes to climate change. Industrial fertilizers are produced using considerable quantities of non-renewable energy sources, releasing large amounts of carbon dioxide. There's also an excessive application of nitrates to agricultural land, which leads to their being transformed into nitrous oxide, a greenhouse gas that is 300 times more destructive than carbon dioxide in terms of global warming. Cotton production consumes 6.8% of all herbicides used worldwide. Pesticides are washed out of soils and pollute rivers and groundwater. These chemicals eliminate not only pests but also natural enemies. And this interference with the ecosystem reduces biodiversity and can result on previously insignificant pests coming forth.
In the former Soviet Republic of Uzbekistan, 1/3 of the population are forced to work for the state-run cotton industry. Most are children. Schools are shut down as boys and girls as young as 7 are made to work 70-hour weeks.
Yaxshi odam o'qish uchun maktabga borgan. O'tgan safar bir kun chiqadim, 50 so'm oldim.
A lack of modern machinery means that the majority of cotton is picked by hand, and it's back-breaking work. Every child must fulfill strict daily quotas.
Many students have said that we are like slaves, and we are tired, we want to go home, we are hungry, we are cold.
Separated from their families, the children are housed in Soviet-style labor camps.
This work is done under extreme weather conditions and is very energy-consuming. Unfortunately, in many instances, the workers are not given any water and resort to the risk of many waterborne diseases and infections by drinking straight out of the irrigation pipelines out of thirst and desperation, so that they do not dehydrate. At the end of a hard day's work, each child is expected to reach a daily quota, but if they do not, they owe a debt to their employers, as they will not have made enough money to cover the state's expenses on their food and their bed. However, children are not the only ones infected by Uzbekistan's compulsory labor policy. Factory workers, teachers, and even doctors are forced to quit their job and come work in cotton fields. They do not receive any additional compensation for this either. Because of the situation, some people risk crossing the border to Turkmenistan or Kazakhstan in search for a better life and hoping they will find a job and a salary that is enough to feed their families with.
My name is Borat. This is my country of Kazakhstan. It's nice.
Ana, oilalar maoshni kam to'laydi-da. Bu yerda ko'p paxtaga, klasiga qarab beradi, ko'pdan to'laydi.
Albatta. O'zbekistonda pulini vaqtida olsam, o'sha yerda ishlayman. Gazga, svetga pulini vaqtida o'tkazsa, o'sha yerda ishlagan bo'lardim.